Hello and welcome back to another video, and in this video we're going to be attempting to install AdGuard Home on a old Raspberry Pi that I forgot I had. So this is a I think it's a Raspberry Pi 2nd generation. I have no idea if this is the box it came with originally, because I got this from CX for about £10, and the reason it was so cheap is because they were selling it as the 1st gen, and then I ended up getting the 2nd one, so like, oh, okay, not going to complain that I got a better one. But when I say better, it's not really a whole lot better, and I fooled you, this is already opened. It had like other bits in here, but whatever. Here it is. It's just a not generic, but it's just an old Raspberry Pi. It's got my Samsung SD card in there with its little converter, because this is before they used micro SD, which is right. Anyways, you've got a Ethernet USB. Don't even know, these probably video. Then you've got micro USB for power. Then you've got a full-size HDMI, which is good. Then you've got your pins there. But the main reason I want to use this is because it is tiny and it won't need much power just to run an AdGuard server, whereas like running a laptop would need a fan that spins up, and it just seems a little bit overkill for this basic task that I want to run it through. Now, my only real issue with this as a server as such is, well, two issues really. One, this is only USB 2. So plugging in an external hard drive through that is going to be slow as anything. And then two, this Ethernet port goes over the USB controller, meaning it is significantly slower than your traditional desktop computer would probably have a gigabit Ethernet port. This is like 10100 or 110, I'm not sure. But yeah, it's not the fastest thing in the world. But for DNS ad blocking, I've used it in the past and it works fine, so I'm not going to complain. But yeah, there's probably something already on this SD card. I have no idea, as I haven't used this thing in literally ages, but we're going to put Ubuntu server on here, and we're going to use that to install AdGuard Home on it, because I don't want adverts on my phone, or my PC, or my tablet, or wherever I'm using at the time. So, cut to the desktop PC. Okay, we are now on the desktop computer, and there seems to already be something on this SD card, but whatever. And I need to get Raspberry Pi Imager, so let me go ahead and do that. I've already downloaded the Ubuntu server image, so I can do it easier, because I can't be bothered with the software as I don't know how to use it properly. So we're just gonna slap that onto the SD card, as I just want it to work really. So use custom, and then we're gonna select data modified Ubuntu, yes please. Storage, that's the one, 32 gig, and write, yes. So this is gonna write it to my SD card, meaning I can put it into the Raspberry Pi, and I'll show you my crude networking solution, as this thing doesn't have a very fast Ethernet port, so my crude networking solution should be fine. But I'll cut to when this is done, I guess. Okay, you can remove it from the SD reader. Okay then. Well, we're back here. So apparently that's finished now, and this should be done. But you never know my luck. So let's put the SD card in to the Raspberry Pi. And there you go. And now let me get a USB power cable so you can actually power the thing. Where did I put the power cable? Shut up, PC. We have micro USB. This will be running off the USB port on my computer just while we set it up, because this thing is so low power it can run off practically any USB port. I got it running off a power bank once. Yay! Oh, I need to plug my monitor in. That would be sensible. Just keep in mind I don't currently have a capture card, so this is going to be a bit janky, but you have to deal with it, I guess. Okay, you can see my screen. This is not going to be in this room. This will be with the TV and the Wi-Fi booster for my method of connecting it to the internet. Because this thing has such a slow Ethernet port, there's no point just connecting it to the router. So, ready, go. We have power. The monitor's picked it up. Oh, it's so annoying when it does this screen. This means that it's not going to work. I've had this issue before. Have I just downloaded the wrong image? God's sake, I've downloaded the wrong image. Gotta do all over again. Hate it when that, because that screen I've had it before, and it basically just means it's not gonna work, mate. You need a different OS. It can mean that, or it can mean it corrupted. So I guess, back to the PC, and my mouse is unplugged. Well, we're back here again, and I guess I gotta download it using this thing. I need to plug the USB in though. Okay, so I guess. Did I download the ARM64 version? That is probably why it's not gonna work. Right, I want, of a general purpose, Ubuntu. Ubuntu Server 20... That's the one. I downloaded the 64-bit version for a 32-bit Raspberry Pi, so that's why it didn't work. This should work. I'm hoping. Please, maybe, potentially, possibly. Hopefully. Oh, it's done. Okay. Cancel verify. Please work this time. This should work as I installed the right version in theory, but let's get the cameras up again. Hello again from my phone. Well, camera, whatever you want to call it. We are going to try the Raspberry Pi again. Let me get the USB. This time I installed the version that should actually work, because I accidentally did the wrong one. So, there goes forward thinking, but whatever. So we have the SD card installed. We now need the micro USB cable, and we need the HDMI cable, which I'll grab. I don't even know what that was. Plugging the monitor in, and plugging in the micro USB. Go! Please work. Or don't do anything. Oh, maybe I didn't plug the USB cable in both ways. That's probably what I did. Yeah, I forgot to plug the end of the USB cable in, because I'm a bit... Are you kidding me? Again? Why are you doing this? What's going on, mate? You were fine a sec. Is there not enough power going to it, maybe? That's so weird. I used this before on a Ubuntu server. Now it's not picking up at all. Maybe I didn't put the SD card in right. Oh, come on. I'll try directly into the wall then, I guess. Okay. The cable is now plugged into the wall, so this might do it. I do have a splitter cable, but that tends to, like, split the wattage, so... Nope, still the same thing. Maybe it's the cable. I'll try with the splitter cable. Okay, let's try this with it. My splitter cable. Ready, go! Yep, still get a green light and then the color screen. Huh? Is maybe the Ubuntu version too new? Oh no, my USB. That could be the case. But I don't see why it would be. I would have thought it'd just complain or something, not boot. Okay, let's try a different version. At this point, I can't be bothered constantly changing between OBS, so I'm just gonna do it through my phone. Sorry, if it wants to focus. There we go. Get in the USB. Oh, what? Okay, there we go. Where's my other one's gone? Shut up. Where's my keyboard? Shut up. Okay, everything should be connected now. Oh my days. Right, so Raspberry Pi Imager, yes. Choose OS, other, Ubuntu. Ubuntu 20.04 says Raspberry Pi 2 on there again. So it should work. I guess we just wait and see. Okay, I have no idea if this is gonna work now, but it's worth a shot. It's finished. Doing 22 whatever LTS. So this is the moment of truth, as they say. Go. Oh, we're getting activity. Are you kidding, mate? Bro, what is up with this? 7 flashes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 flashes act like Raspberry Pi. Kernel.img not found. Yes, they fixed it by doing 32-bit, but my 32-bit didn't do it. Or did I flash the wrong version again? This is a config. No, it's just 32B. Okay, alright. Go back. Raspberry Pi OS Lite. We're gonna try Raspberry Pi OS because I'm pretty sure it's based on Debian, which is the same, pretty much. Yeah, it's Debian. So Linux and Ubuntu have Debian, so it's practically the same thing. So I know what I'm doing, sort of, not really. It's better than using Arch or something. I don't even know which attempt that was, but let's try this again, and if this doesn't work, I don't know what will, but... Yep, this is the official Raspberry Pi Lite. So in theory, this should be the thing that would work best for it. Bit weird how it gave me a can't find kernel image error, even though there was literally an SD card right there with an operating system on it, but, you know, whatever works, I guess. Give me my HDMI. That's the wrong way around. Alright, so the blue one. Ready. Moment of truth. No, can't get it. No, no, no. There we go. Is it gonna work? I don't have high hopes. We have a blinking cursor! Oh my god. We're getting somewhere. Okay, so I will be using my main keyboard for the main section of the setup, and then once it's plugged into my TV, because yep, it's going in there, I will have to point my phone at the TV, which is going to be really jank, but that's this whole video, just jank. I am planning on maybe getting a capture card in future, so I don't have to point my phone at the screen all the time, but yeah, this is just a temporary solution I have at the moment. Sorry about that. Okay, we got another blinking cursor. And we have activity on the Raspberry Pi. So that's progress. I forgot how incredibly slow this was. Oh my god, that took ages. Right, I'm gonna plug my keyboard in now. And yep, it's the don't. Oh, what's it done? I just broke it. I've got to do all over again now. That took ages to boot into. Unplug it. Plug it back in. God's sake. It just stopped working because I plugged the keyboard in. There's a Pi in the corner of my screen. Well, it's a Raspberry actually, but... Yeah! Keyboard layout. Right, this is tiny, so you're not going to see any of it. Let me zoom in a bit. Okay, there we go. Please select your keyboard layout. I am British. I'm just thinking about it. There's going to be a lot of waiting involved with this, I can tell. I have pressed it. It's got a blinky thing in the corner, but you can't see it because I zoomed in. Enter a username. Set a password. Ooh. I think we've done the setup. Yay! It's still loading. There we go. It's not going to the internet zone, but I can do echo hello. Yay! Right, now let's go over to the TV and get this thing online. Wombat is just doing his usual, just sleeping. You know, like, right in the way. But anyways, here's the TV. And I need to turn my flash off. So, how on earth am I going to get this plugged in without waking Wombat up? Because he's clearly been so busy today. Excuse me, Wombat. I need to... Okay, well, I can at least get to the power strip, and he's having a stretch. I don't even know why I said power strip. It's not even America here. I'm just waffling because I don't know, mate. Here's our micro USB cable. It's just contained within this lump of wires. Okay, we have the internet cable, Ethernet cable. I don't know what I want to call it. I don't care. So, let's get this thing on the net. Here is the television. You've seen this before in a past video. Or you haven't. That's the Roku. Fun fact about the Roku, right? This morning I tried to use it. Guess what I found inside of the battery compartment? Doesn't want to focus. Okay. Yep. One of the batteries exploded. I mean, to be fair, they were the stock batteries that came with this thing. But they were sealed until like 3 months ago. If that, and then I put them in, and then now today they just don't want to work. But... how on earth am I going to go about getting this thing on the TV? Suppose I can unplug this Roku. Except this cable is not very long. Wombat is watching every step of the way. Okay, we've got HDMI plugged in. And now we need the power. And you can see this TV has a weird thing where black colours don't look black. Like, you can see where it's all gone grey. And you can fix this, but you have to do it every time you go to a different input. It's really, really annoying. I will show you what I mean. It's in picture settings, where it's something like HDMI black levels or something. And it just makes it look absolutely terrible for some reason. But I'm having a different TV soon, which I will make a video about once I get a hold of it. There it is. HDMI black level. It just goes really horrible originally, and then sometimes it just reverts itself, which is really quite annoying, but oh well. I was going to use my other keyboard, my old one, to use this, but I'm just going to use this one temporarily, as I'll do it over SSH when I get it online. So, cool. What? What's it doing? Yo, mate. The thing has just disappeared. Yo, hello. Oh. The whole thing is just crashed. Randomly just crashed. That's just brilliant. This is running through a micro USB cable going to an Amazon Fire charger, which I've had for ages, and I just might as well use it. It's about like 5 watts, so it should be fine for this in theory. A start job is running for the set the console keyboard layout. What does that even mean? Oh, it's done it now. Okay, well, it's doing more Linuxy stuff. So, you know, I don't understand any of this because I don't use Linux and I don't want to use Linux. The amount of times I've tried switching to Linux is unbelievable. On my tablet convertible laptop thing, I tried using Linux on it, and I used Ubuntu, and I wasn't a massive fan. Same with my desktop, really. Just not really a fan of Linux. Always been a Windows guy. Okay, so we have an output of some kind that's further than we got last time. But let me just zoom in a bit so you can see what I'm doing. I haven't plugged the Ethernet cable in yet, by the way. So, as you can see, we have a operating system now, rather than a colourful screen, which is always nice. Let's connect it to my Ethernet booster, internet booster even, which only gets about like 50 megabits, maybe 100 over Ethernet, and about 10 via Wi-Fi, as it's 2.4 gigahertz. So this thing is horrible, but you know, it will do the trick for a horrible Raspberry Pi. So let's plug. See, this Ethernet cable has a broken Ethernet clip. Or is that a different one? Never mind, that was a different one. Thank goodness. Can't be bothered with that today. What's it doing? I was just plugging an Ethernet cable and I look up and I see this. It's just doing, okay, whatever. Let's plug the Ethernet into the Raspberry Pi. Okay, we have extra lights, which I'm pretty sure means it's doing something. Let's get my sister's tablet out of the way. What are you doing? Oh. What is it doing? It was working a moment ago. Did I like accidentally unplug it or something? I think it's a very dodgy cable. Yeah, this USB cable isn't very good, so let me get a different one. I am back, and I found a cable that's hopefully better, except it's really not that long, but the thing is, we have so many of the, I think it's mini USB, and barely any micro. Well, I think I lost them all, that's probably why. Oh yeah, I found my, okay, that is really short. I found my other keyboard, but I might as well just use this one now. This HDMI lead and this USB lead don't like each other because they are both way too short. Do I have any good cables anymore? Oh, there's just a HDMI 3 wire doing nothing, so I might as well just use that. Plug the Raspberry Pi into the telly, drop the thingy down there. Okie dokie, so that's actually got a decent cable length there. So let's jump back down here. Yep, you've got a nest of wires and you've got my cat. So, let's see if this will work. As you can see, we've got our, I think you can see, yeah, we've got our very janky Raspberry Pi set up with millions of wires coming out of it. And boom, keyboard is lighting up. It's good. And we're going to move you back over to the television. Who even says television anymore? I need to change the input to HDMI 3. Yay! That's good. So that should hopefully work. 4 times, that'll do. My phone does not have very good optical. It has 2x optical in 30 FPS, or no optical in 60, which is not very good, but you know, I prefer 60 FPS, it just looks better. I'm hoping to get a video camera soon with a decent bit of zoom on it. I think it's about 51 times from my friend alongside some other things. So I will definitely make a video about that. IP-A. That's not the command. IP-A. Okay, that's something. What if I do ping google.com? Okay, we get a ping response, which is always nice. I don't even know if this is safe to show on camera, but okay. Thing is, my new ISP uses IPv6, so I don't know if this will be able to connect via IPv4. But we have the name Raspberry Pi here, so let's do sudo enable, no, systemctl, isn't it? Systemctl enable SSH, not SSH. So that should enable SSH, so I can do it from the PC without having to fiddle around with a camera, which should be a lot easier for you guys to see what I'm doing. Okay, so that's on. Let's go over to the computer and see if that works. Okay, so this should work in theory now. Yeah, there we go. Do yes, and then we go ahead and type my password. And we should have SSH access. But this thing is very slow, so it takes time. But there we go, we have SSH, which is the main thing we need, to be honest. So, now we've got that, we can go ahead and do sudo apt update. And you're going to see how incredibly long this will take. to actually install anything if there are any packages that need updating. So while that does its thing, you can see this Internet Booster is not amazing, but let's go ahead and open up Chrome, and we need AdGuard Home. Okay, here is our command. We just need to put this into the SSH window, and it's just doing its updates at the moment. So while it does that, I'm going to go tidy up next door to make sure it's somewhere a bit tidier. Oh my god, I come back to put the keyboard away and it's finally done updating. Right, so go ahead and put in the command and we allow it to do its thing, and I'm going to carry on getting this tidy because this will probably take a while on this Raspberry Pi. Oh, it's done already. I was not even finished tidying up yet. Okay, so that's done. And what we're going to go ahead and do is go back to Chrome, and we go to Raspberry, we go to HTTP Raspberry Pi. I think? Or we go to this one, maybe. Oh yeah, because port 3000, okay. Yep, there we go. Okay, so we're here. Yep. That's good. Actually, not 3000. My username. What is my name? Yeah, it's good. And we are in. Okay, cool. So save that, and we just go next. Open dashboard, and this should be. I don't know why one that's meowing, but this should be set up. And just put it as my DNS on my various devices. So let's go get it and sign in. This is running on the Raspberry Pi, don't forget, so it's going to be a bit slow. But through DNS, this should be perfectly fine. So let's go ahead and change it. So to change the DNS, you go to the Network Connections panel, which you can get to through ncpa.cpl. And go to my Wi-Fi, as I'm on Wi-Fi at the moment. IPv4, and then change this to the other one. So that's 192.168.0.26. No, it's a .1.26 because mine changed. Oh, God. And then you want to make sure if you do this as well, make sure your alternate DNS is blank or 0000. Yeah. Then okay, close. Why is my cat meowing? Okay, it will take effect eventually, but I will update you guys once it does. See you in a bit. Bye. Alright, so it's been a while, and I've linked my phone and my PC up to the AdGuard server. I'm debating whether I'm going to keep it up or not, but yeah, it works. As you can see, my phone has already blocked over 1,000 requests. Most of that is from Reddit. Yeah, most of that's from Reddit and a bunch of other stuff. I don't even know what half of this is. I don't use a Xiaomi phone, but then I was looking on the Pocophone website. But yeah, that's probably gonna wrap up to the end of this video. I'll just have a look through the settings here so you can have a look. You can do quite a lot with this. Query log. What the hell? That's weird. That's coming from my PC. That is really strange. But yeah, that's the utils. wpad.home. I don't know. It's apparently I don't know what those things are, but Google. Oh yeah, that's funny. That I love that domain. But yeah, some of this stuff is a bit weird. I'm kind of glad I set this up now. It's really customizable. The web thing's quite nice. I'm gonna put that in my bookmark bar. But yeah, it's a pretty decent little server for this, I guess. It'll do the job fine. See if I keep it up or not. If I do, great. Thanks for watching. Comment, like, subscribe if you want. Comment, like, and sub if you want. I don't mind. And I'll see you all in the next one. Bye.